Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the new MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. This is the first time that I've been very excited by a MAC product in years. MAC used to be, I'm sure everyone feels this way, used to be just innovative, it used to be like so forward thinking. And then they just kind of dropped off. I mean, I still have like staples that I will always buy. The mineralized powder, the Studio Fix powder, some of their mascaras are still iconic. Like there's definitely still some things that everybody, I'm sure, repeat buys. But they've been very slow with keeping up with other competitors. I felt like when social media kind of blew up and influencing grew and promoting products online became a thing, they kind of turned their head away from it. A lot of their collabs are with like A-list celebrities, which obviously is still great. It's nice to see those kind of collabs. I guess they thought they were doing the right thing and it didn't really work. At one point, like every single town in the UK had a MAC store. Obviously in London that's still a thing, but back home in Derby I think that one's shut. That's where I grew up, in Derby. The Nottingham one I think shut. I don't think there's one down here. Like I think it was a brand that we all grew up on. Like I think all my firsts makeup wise were MAC, and I think a lot of us still have that brand loyalty, so I think MAC can pull it back, in my opinion. Not that I'm sure they don't care about my opinion, but so let's have a look. I haven't even opened it, it literally arrived this morning. I got light 1. I always go for the lightest in things, and I'm gonna do a wear test, so I'm not really doing much today. I'm just gonna chill with my sister. I do want to do like some bits and bobs. I've got that the viral hula hoop thing that's on TikTok. I have that, so I might do that for about an hour, but that's just kind of like light exercise. I'm sure it'd be like the same as like going on like a little walk. Eating, I'm not really doing loads, so how to change up their marketing maybe. And then yeah, I saw this on Trend Mood literally 3 days ago and thought and then I saw it on ASOS and I was like, next day delivery, I'm gonna try it out. It is a Strobe Dewy Skin Tint, which day to day I love a skin tint. It's 2 o'clock now, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if I pop in back around 10, that's 8 hours, which is normally like a day's work. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I like the packaging. It's very MAC, clean, simple. Okay, so online it says, drink my fizzy water. So it says, illuminating tinted moisturiser, hydrating sheer buildable coverage. Give your skin a hint of sheer luminous tint with our tinted moisturiser featuring pearlescent light blending effects. The Colour True Tinted Moisturiser in 16 stretchable shades. Let me just check the shade range. I mean, this is the shade range. There probably could be a few more, but a few more darker ones. The darkest doesn't look that dark. If it's stretchable, maybe it is fine. Buildable coverage with a lightweight gel balm texture that cocoons skin for a comfortable all-over glow. The formulator is infused with good for the skin ingredients including hydrochloric acid, shea butter, squalene, is that the right word? And vitamin E. It's got skincare ingredients. It's got a lot of ingredients. The list is crazy long. Okay, I've just realised that I haven't got my light, so I'm gonna come back with better lighting. 1 second. Okay, here we are with just a bit better lighting. So you can see my skin is awful at the moment. I just keep picking and prolonging things, and I need to just do my skincare, and I literally like leave things until they're like almost gone and then I pick them. I don't like, it's literally this like silly. But yeah, so actually saying this is a skin tint, it's got a lot to cover. I'm going to use products that I know work well. So I've got my Vive Skin Nova, which is skincare based anyway. I've got my Blur Primer from Iconic, which again, most of my foundations work really nicely on with this. I have hydrating medium coverage concealer. And then I do have powders, my MAC Mineralize and my Studio Fix. So I'm going to add that. And then yeah, the rest of the stuff is just stuff I do use kind of on a regular, so I know it's gonna like work well. I am just, to give it a fair shot, I am just gonna spot conceal with my NARS, I always forget what this is called, Soft Matte Complete Concealer, because I think it just needs like a fair shot. I don't think a skin tint is going to. I've even got stuff in my, like spots in my eyebrows. I never get a spot in my eyebrows. To be honest though, what date is it? Oh yeah. So I'm any moment due on. Do you know when stuff happens and then you check the date and then you're like, that explains it. Sometimes if I have like a meltdown, an emotional meltdown, I check the date and then it explains everything. Right, and then I'm going to use my primer, the Vive Skin Nova. I've just realised I've done this backwards. I've spot concealed and now I'm priming. God, I'm all over the shop today. And then I'm just going to put a bit of the Iconic Blur, kind of just here and here. And I'm just going to blend this out with a brush. Okay, so skin is feeling refreshed. Comes in like a little, like you squeeze it out. I'm just going to put a bit on my hand. Don't know how much we're going to need. And I'm going to use a brush for this. Sometimes I do use sponges with skin tints, but I think to give this a fair shot. And I'm going to use this Morphe V102. It's the one that's kind of like diamond shaped. Okay, I think I'm going to need a bit more. I'm going to put this directly on actually. It's quite thick, so I do think you could probably use a sponge with it. You know what? It's very like illuminating. Like I feel, I don't know if you can see, I feel very, so I just took my lights down, don't know if you can see, it actually emphasises all the things you don't want to emphasise. It's almost like a, I mean it gives you a glow, but I personally wouldn't wear this by itself. I think this is more of like a primer or something that I would mix in with my foundation to give it more glow. The pearlescence just accentuates. Yeah, no, I look like the Tin Man. And it's not giving me like any coverage, but I feel like I have quite a lot on. I feel like I had to put a lot on for like no payback. Okay, let me do the rest of my face. I'm gonna go in with my Nude Sticks concealer, and I'm just gonna put in a little bit where I kind of normally would. I understand that my skin's not the best at the moment, but I have so many skin tints that when it is like this, I don't have that problem. I mean, that concealer was fine over the top. I'm going to cream contour and bronze with the e.l.f. Putty bronzer. Refi cream blush. I'm then going to go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus underneath my eyes. Just in the centre of my face. And then Studio Fix in NC15. This does give a little bit of coverage as well because it's a powder foundation. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but again, I just don't think it has. I actually think even already it's like clinging on to some of my dry areas. Like, it's not hydrating. Okay, just gonna quickly do my brows, some bronzer, and then I'm going to use the MAC Stack. I do actually love this mascara. I quite like a clumpy 2007 style eyelash. Just realised I haven't got anything on my eyes. I'm doing everything back to front today. Just going to take a fluffy brush and this neutral palette from Beauty Bay. And I'm just going to run a very neutral colour over the lid. Nothing adventurous or exciting as I'm sitting in the house. And lastly, just some lips. So we've just got a full look. This is the Refi Lip Sculpt in blush. And then I've got this Beauty Pie. It's like a tinted lip balmy kind of cream. Quite moisturising. And I've literally run out. I'm at the very bottom. Okay, so let me just take the lighting down a bit. So this is it in daylight. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I just don't think it's giving. So yes, I wouldn't say it's hydrating. I wouldn't say it's that radiant. And I think it's actually quite drying and a bit heavy. So, not very positive. I mean, it's definitely got like a pearl and a shimmer. I don't know if you can even see that like shimmer in this section. It's got luminosity kind of when you first apply it. So I think if I was to use this, like if this went into my kind of daily makeup, I wouldn't even use it as a primer. I would use it and mix it in with my foundation, either to just give it a bit more something. So it does look nice on my hand, but it just, and I know I've put some powder products, but you would have seen from my videos I always powder my face, and a lot of the time I have like I guess there's a tiny bit of radiance, but in real life my face looks just a bit flat. And again, yeah, skin tints are skin tints, but I like a bit of coverage with my skin tint. So yeah, I am going to do a wear test, so I will see you back at about 10 o'clock, and we'll see how we've got on. Hey guys, so I am back. It's currently 10, I don't know if you can see that, 10:08. I've worn this all day. I'm very shiny, but I haven't powdered, I haven't retouched anything all day. My opinions last time you saw me, I wasn't thrilled. but my feelings have changed slightly. I looked at it maybe a couple of hours after I'd applied it, and it definitely looked less Tin Man and like shiny, and more like, I don't know, it must have just melted in. I am going to try this by using it with my hands and kind of like pushing it in. But yeah, do I still think it's the best? Because I don't want to wait 2 hours for my makeup to look good. I want it to look good from the get-go. And I mean, it's obviously broken down all by my nose, kind of here, but it's a skin tint. It's not super long wearing. Definitely glowy, and I've got radiance. How would I use this going forward? I think I would maybe use it as a primer, but I would probably still mix it in with maybe another skin tint. So I have maybe my Fenty Ease Drops, or maybe even the One Size, because the One Size BB cream has a lot of coverage. So that mixed with this could work nicely together. But yeah, I think the pearlescence is just a bit strong. I know that some people do wear like the Charlotte Tilbury by itself and certain things that are kind of like glowy. That's not my journey. That's not mine. I like glow, but not like shine. It's not, I don't know, it's just not my vibe, and I think this is too much like that by itself. Will I use it? Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to try it out again. It has potential, and I think using it in the right way for you, because you might put it on and think it's amazing. But yeah, for me the pearlescence is just a bit strong. But I'll definitely keep it, definitely get some use out of it, and I hope you've enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.